What it do, Night Gang? This is D Tyrone Caliber, and today I'm gonna do a short video on the Therum gate jump. To those who don't know, the Therum gate jump is a series of two gates that, under normal circumstances, when you're playing the game, that you basically tend to drive around, go unlock the second gate, and then drive over to go save the arc. But when you're speed running, it's a bit more advantageous, if you can get it right, to hurdle the first gate, and then backflip over the second gate. It can be tricky, but with a bit of practice, you can get it done. Now, me personally, I have never been able to get both jumps done in one succession, shall I say, in a single speed run. I've gotten the first one done on one run and the second one done on another run, but never both at the same time. So what you're seeing right now is a bit of behind the scenes on how I practice. So what we're looking at right here on the left side is my 20207 run, which is my official run now on speedrun.com, which is currently fourth on the real-time attack leaderboard. That run, I decided to do it the normal way, just blitz my way through the side corridor where, the game would normally tell you to go and whatnot. So 20207, Therum run, no gate jump. On the right is the practice one that I did just earlier tonight. And I decided to say, screw it. I was feeling myself around that time and say, you know what? I'm going to try to do the double gate jump just to see how much time I would actually save if I did it right. So I'm going to break down the lava run, or how I do the lava run, and what happens when you do both gate jumps. With that being said, let's get this rolling. So on this side, on the right side, I decided to go with the lava run early. And in my earlier speed runs, when I first started going with the lava run, I would always, first chance I get, just get into the lava, because, the hits are going to come. So screw it. Might as well take the chance. That particular one, though, which is one of the reasons why you got to be a bit patient, it landed pretty bad. And the way the lava works, from what I've understood, the more you bounce, the more HP your truck loses. And in the 20207 run, I landed in the lava hilariously bad on this pool and flipped the truck, and of course dead. But I was able to come out of it pretty easily. On the left side was a better run. I bounced less, fairly good landing, and went on my business. Now on the right, what you see the difference between what happened on the right and what happened on the left. On the right, I decided to use the jump jets a bit early, to where I end up seeing the shore of the lava pit, hit that bounce, land, and can keep on moving. What I did on the left was I made the jump so doggone late. I think part of it, I was still flustered a bit because I'd already had to do a restart of Therum, and I hit that pretty bad. Kind of almost went back into the lava. So here, when you get to the edge, is something that looks like a ramp when you get to that second gate jump. When you get to about right here, not the gate jump, lava pit 2. When you get to here, it looks like there's a ramp. So on the right side, I waited till we got almost there, hit the gas hard, and then waited until I was almost in the lava to hit the boost. Just enough to where I can land fairly flat into the lava. Same thing on the other side, even though I'm facing the opposite way that I want to face. So both of those sides, lava 2, you hit the ramp, try to get as straight as possible. Wait till you're almost into the lava, then hit the jump jets. And then coming out the other side, same principle, hit the jump jets before you get to the side. Now, here is where the deviation comes in. As you can tell, it was just a better run up to this point. I'm already ahead, and you can see the gate here. Now, here is where everything kind of deviates. When I talked about the gates, these are the gates that I was telling you about. There's one here and one that is on the forward right, if I may use the phrase. So those are your 2 gates that we're going to jump. So when you get to this approach, right, this piece right here, this little jump, if you're not careful, will completely throw off your angle in your approach to jumping the first gate. So I don't use boost there if I'm actually going to do the gate jump. So bounce there. And when you get to here, there is what looks like a small ramp here. If you're just going to hit the gas on it, it isn't going to do any good. But if you hit the gas right, make sure you're straightening yourself up. And if the nose of the truck is somewhat aiming for this railing here, you should be able to clear it. So as you can tell on the gate jump run, I have already hit the boost. And we've kind of launched ourselves off of that little ramp. The minute you get, or the second you hit that ramp and you feel yourself going airborne, you hit the jump jets. You immediately hit the jump jets and you lay on the jump jets the entire time. And you're going to land, if done right, you're going to land on the railing. Now, one thing you got to be careful about when being up on here. Once you land, lay off the jump jets, unless you absolutely have to, or you're in a position to where you're not going to go backwards. Because in any other situation, because the ramp, or because the building is slanted going backwards, if you hit the jump jets, you're going to end up back on the side that you don't want to be. And essentially all of that stuff was for nothing. So one thing to keep in mind, once you start a skip, and this goes for any skip in Mass Effect, this is my personal belief. Once you start a skip, you're committed to it. In many cases. This one is a bit more forgiving, but you're going to be behind because you're going to have to go around that corridor, or you can try again. But the more you try, the more it's diminishing returns. So this is the one, if you really are feeling yourself, take the jump. But ride the railing, blow up the gas, and now this side, this area here is what you're looking for. This is what the nose of the truck needs to be looking for. All right, I'll explain in a second. Now, over on the left side, we have already made the regular turn going towards the second gate. So on this end, we've done it the way the game has intended us to do it. Now, on the right, when you get to here, when you get almost to these rocks, you want to make sure you get as much maximum speed as you can. Aim the nose for these rocks. Now, this one is a bit more tricky, maybe because I don't have as much experience with this one. But if you hit this right and hard enough, you'll see what happens next. Now, if you hit it and you start going up, it's going to be like a high jump. You hit it, you start going up. That's when you hit the jump jets. When you hit the jump jets are going to propel you over the barricade or over the gate. Slide off. And that is a great gate jump. That is an absolutely supreme gate jump. Now look at the difference between where we are now and where I was the 202 run. We're walking over to get to Lava 3, while here I still have to get out, open the gate, and then hit Lava 3. So straighten up. We all know how the Mako works. And now at this point, what you notice, I have no boost. That's because I'm repairing the truck after the first couple of jumps, because you don't want to take any chances. You may have a autosave, but we don't want to rely on the autosave to save us, quote unquote. So we're just going to go ahead and ease our way into the lava. And the minute the truck is done repairing and the cooldown starts, we can start hitting the gas again. Then, per usual, hop out of the lava, and then it's just take it to the house. Now, once again, see where we are now with this smoldering truck as opposed to where we are here doing it the normal way. So we've made considerable distance. We are on the way to the Prothean ruin, as opposed to right now we're just getting to the lava pit. And from here, it's just elementary at this point. You just do good driving. You make sure you don't run into anything that will flip the truck, which honestly I'm kind of prone to do. But you just go ahead and take it on to the house. That is it. Everything is just simple. But if you look at just the difference of how much ground we've covered between this run and the other one, it is a high risk, high reward type skip that at least the way I look at it, it's a high risk, high reward skip. But, and now we have pulled up to where we get out of the truck. Now, me personally, I still haven't figured out consistently how to get that truck through the gate. That's something that's going to take a lot more practice. Not only getting it through that little part, but also at the same time having to drive that sucker. And as you can probably tell by my current driving, I ain't there. but you can tell the difference in time. This is a 22-second difference. Now, if I would have gotten that run earlier, then we would have been easily looking at 2:01:45, which would have put me, I believe, 58 seconds away from the top 3. So there's that. This Friday on Twitch, D Tyrone Caliber, 2:00 Eastern. I'm going to be doing another speed run, and this time around, I am going to be working hard to get both of those gate jumps, because everything else is fairly solid, but this is the jump that I really want to get both of these gate jumps, make sure everything is right the way that I want them, and knock down, because if I can get that time, we're looking good. There's a few other things that happened throughout the run that I want to clean up, but the goal is 2:01 next time. So with that being said, y'all keep it easy. I love y'all, and I will holla at y'all later. Like and subscribe if you want more tips on more Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition skips and a bit more of my speedrun philosophies, techniques, blah, 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 for rookie speedrunners. So I will holla at y'all later. Y'all keep it easy.